Can you hear me, mother? The Rode VideoMic Pro Plus can be a great microphone outdoors because of its directional capabilities. It's capable of picking up sounds from quite a long distance away, which means it's going to reject an awful lot of side sounds. Now, for some reason, I find that this microphone works better outdoors than it does indoors. For me, it just sounds that little bit cleaner. The Rode VideoMic Pro Plus is a lightweight on-camera supercardioid mic with just a cold shoe designed for mounting directly onto your camera. It weighs in at just 122 grams and is aimed squarely at audio for video cameras, although the cold shoe has a 3/8 screw thread for mounting onto a boom pole or tripod. It comes with a detachable short lead for connection to your camera and currently retails at £218. It's not a cheap microphone, so expectations should be high. The VideoMic Pro Plus is just 6.7 inches long, so it shouldn't be too problematic getting it out of shot and fitted on top of your camera, and it has a foam windshield. I am surprised though that at this price level, no kind of furry windshield is offered with it. This is needed outdoors in windy situations since the foam one is only strong enough to stop a very mild breeze. Rode do supply one, but it isn't cheap. It has a Rycote shock mount, so physical camera noises are not a problem. It uses plug-in power to detect the camera and switch on. It uses an internal lithium-ion battery for power, which is charged via a micro USB port. Battery life is quoted as 100 hours before a recharge is needed. The mic turns off automatically when you switch the camera off. Back panel switches are conveniently placed in order to help shape the sound that you get. So you can alter the input gain to 20 dB, 10 dB and off. 20 dB of gain allows you to lower the preamp a long way, lessening audible hiss a great deal. It also features a treble boost if you prefer that slight edge in your treble, plus a high pass filter set at 75, 150 or off in order to shape that bass response. You can also set it to record a safety track with stereo inputs, so that one track is 10 dB lower than the other track. This is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus from the front, this is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus from the side, this is the Rode VideoMic Pro from the back, we're back to the side, and we're back to the front again. This is the sound of the VideoMic Pro Plus from the front, this is the sound of the VideoMic Pro from the side. This is the sound of the microphone from the back. Now right on the other side. And I've come back to the front again. So you can see it's quite directional. When I've been using this microphone outdoors on my camera, very often I want to speak as well as the people on the front, and this is a shotgun mic, and on the back it's not really sounding its best. So one thing that I've started to do to improve this is to take the front sound and take the people that I'm recording on the video, but for my own voice I wear a lav and I put it into a Tascam DR10. And that way my voice can be put in cleanly, because I do find that sometimes from the rear this microphone can be a little bit muffled, so I take two microphones with me. The nice thing about this microphone is that it has got such a lot of gain, which means I'm using at the moment a very cheap camera, and the preamp is quite noisy, and being able to boost that gain to 20 dB means that I can turn that camera right down and therefore get less hiss and less noise. Now I'm currently standing here outside with bird sounds. There's traffic, slight traffic noise to my left hand side, and just a minute ago there was a plane going past. So that gives you some idea of how this thing's going to pick up. There's quite a loud sound there of a car. I don't know if you picked that up. I might be describing sounds that you can't hear. But for that purpose it works really well. One of the features of the VideoMic Pro Plus is the fact that you can actually adapt the sound very slightly to suit you. So for instance, you can boost the treble, you can cut the bass. So this is the microphone being used in the normal mode. This is how it would sound normally in a house. Now I'm going to boost the treble. This is the sound now of the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus with the treble just slightly boosted. It puts a shelf on at the top, and when you do that, it can help to cut through the mix sometimes, can be quite useful. The other thing, of course, is wind sounds and also traffic rumble. You need to cut the bass, and this has a high pass filter, so I'm going to put the high pass filters in. Now I've got the 75 Hertz filter in, and that's cutting anything below 75 Hertz. So maybe my voice is starting to lose a bit of its rumble, bit more. Now I've put a cut in at 150 Hertz, so it's a lot higher up, and that may be more noticeable, especially with my voice. I have to keep checking that I'm pointing the microphone at me at the moment, because it's designed to go on top of a camera, and I have it on just a hand grip here. So this is the sound with the bass cut at 150 Hertz. Now, if I have the bass cut at 150 Hertz and take the treble off. So now I've got a bass cut at 150 Hertz and the treble has been put back to normal. So this is the sound of the microphone just with the bass cut in. So you see, you can change the sound quite a lot, and not only can you change the sound, but you can change the gain to suit your recorder, which means that you can reduce hiss noise as well. So it's a very versatile microphone in that respect. So for run and gun shooting, I think the microphone works really, really well outdoors especially. I'm not convinced by its sound indoors, where I find it a little bit dull and a bit flat sounding for me. But outdoors, I think there's not much that can beat it. One thing about the Rode microphone is it does work very well, but it's expensive. It's over £200 at the moment. And if you take it outdoors, it comes with this foam windshield, which works okay in very light breezes. But if you've got anything more than a light breeze, this isn't good enough, and you need a dead cat. Now, you can obviously get another dead cat from another maker, but it's not going to fit that easily onto this body. So if you want to get yourself a Rode dead cat, it's going to cost somewhere in the region of £50. So if you think this microphone is £220, somewhere around about there, add on another £50 for your dead cat, you're talking £270 for this shotgun mic. And that's pretty expensive. The older version is still around, and you can get that around about 140, I think it is. So it's quite a bit less, and possibly sounds roughly the same as this one. But this one has a lot of features. The ability to shape the sound, which is great. It's nicely built. It's lightweight. It's great on top of your camera. The Rycote shock mount is fantastic. It doesn't transmit noise at all very easily. So it does work extremely well, and that 20 dB boost that you can have as well is a real bonus for us people with the more normal cameras that make a lot of hiss. So I can really cut that down. But the fact is, it's over £200, and add on top of that a dead cat, and we're talking roughly about £270. We're getting close to £300 for a microphone. That's quite expensive, and that's the only thing I think that's really against the Rode, is the fact that it costs so much. And there are other alternatives that maybe you could use are way cheaper than this. But it's a great microphone, lots of features, and can be adapted for all kinds of situations. If you enjoy my videos and you find them interesting, please consider subscribing. I need a few more. Cheers for now.